Hi, this is Charlie Adler with I Drink on the Job, interviewing Paul Rinehart, the owner of the latest brewery in Rockville, Maryland, Baying Hound Aleworks. Welcome, Paul. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Tell me, how did you get into the brewery business? What made you decide to do it here in Maryland, Rockville of all places?
Well, I wanted to stay local. I was working in the restaurant industry, got laid off, and I was planning to do a brewery anyway. So I just took sort of a Kierkegaardian leap of faith and said, I'm starting a brewery. There's an alternative story too. I was just collecting a lot of brewing equipment, and my wife said she wanted her basement back and told me to get a warehouse. I told her, well, I'm going to start a brewery.
And here we are in this. And
here we are.
Now, I hate to use the term nano brewery, but you're producing, what's the amount you're producing per batch, basically? Like a few barrels per batch?
We do one barrel batches.
Okay.
And we have one barrel brew house, but that will be up to about 2 barrels. So
okay.
We'll be producing a lot more, and we've got some more fermenters coming in. So, and that's the great thing about this concept. You can actually, it's easier to grow when you're small.
Right. So you're starting from a very small base and a small investment. All right. So I come from a foodie background. You were pretty much a chef going that way. Tell me how beer and food come together for you. Like, do you cook yourself, or how do you see the connection between beer and food?
I think I personally find that it's easier to match food with beer than it is matching it with wine.
I heard that a lot. Yeah.
You know, you have the whole asparagus conundrum. There is a beer that'll go with that. Don't ask me which one, but usually a Saison will do just fine.
So Belgian style beer. Okay.
Yeah, Belgian style beer would do that. But I mean, with cheeses, for example, I mean, there are hoppy beers that go really well with stinky cheeses, like a good Stilton. I love Stilton. And a good balanced IPA will go really well with that. Whereas, I don't know, something like a simple chicken dish might go better with a lager or even a milder ale. Right. So, you know, you have something for everything. I mean, a coffee stout going with chocolate. Right,
it's really delicious. Here's a question too. Since you are in Rockville, how are you connecting with the local community with your beer? Are you doing promotions here, or are you doing a lot of things to tell people you're here? Because frankly, you would be hard to find in a car. I mean, literally, I got lost 3 times. So.
We do, all of our marketing so far has been viral or guerrilla marketing. So basically, we haven't really spent a dime on any marketing.
So you're using the goodwill and the connections and
a lot of word of mouth, and we do a lot of face-to-face, and we check up on our customers and make sure everything's going okay. And we do a lot of tastings with them, and we just try to make as much noise as possible. And I actually
not to spend money on advertising.
Yeah, and there are people who work locally here, and they come in to, I don't know, fill up a growler or whatever, and, or try something new, and they keep coming back. So something's happening.
All right, so it's a sexy job. You own your own brewery. You're growing. For the dreamers and the people that are hoping to leave their toil and turmoil of their job, tell me, is it worth it? Is it worth leaving your job for this kind of thing?
For me, it was, but it's a lot of hard work. I'm working 6 days a week, and often.
Here's his labor supply over here with the beer. Okay. There's Tom over there.
There's one of my volunteers.
Okay.
I work with volunteer help.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, even I could be considered a volunteer.
I almost bottled yesterday, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah, well, that happens.
So what about, from a lifestyle perspective, you eat and drink your lifestyle, is it, you find it's worth it for you? And any advice for somebody getting into the business? Start small maybe, or?
Be prepared.
Okay.
It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of energy. There will be days when you say, why the hell am I doing this? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's about the beer, and it's about a love for the beer. And that's why you're doing this.
Right.
some people say, well, you can't get rich selling beer. Maybe that's true, but I'm not trying to be the next,
You're not the Donald Trump of beer. That's coming,
no,
right?
No.
Well, it sounds like it's a rewarding job, and it seems like you're really having a good time. So, Paul, thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you at the Mid-Atlantic Craft Brew Festival, October 15th.
Look forward to being there.
Okay, this is Charlie Adler with I Drink on the Job.